micro shading, microblading, combo brows, ombre brows. What are all these?
Hi, meet Frankie. Frankie met Mo and fell in love. Little did they know, more joy was on the way. Lexi was born.
And Kai!
This is our love story. Welcome to AlphaBeta. It's more than just family.
Now, I'm about to go to do a rather touch-up with Marira. As you can see my brows? I did them 2 months ago and I have not applied anything. I just did the rest of my face because she's gonna wipe it off anyway. And I wanted to show you at least how it looks like before the touch-up, which takes place 2 months after the first, or rather the initial treatment. And then I'm going to show you how it will look like after. So I just got here and we're going to do this thing, the touch-up, and I'm hoping it's gonna take shorter than it did with my first appointment. Funny enough, the process itself took way shorter time than the measuring, trying to get these things right. I thought I had the most symmetrical face ever, but let me tell you, it's not. I think one part of my face is slightly lifted as anything else. You know, even your hands are not the same. So yeah. So let's see. We might have to measure that again because you see, this eyebrow, I feel like it's a bit weaker than this. This one is the game is strong. Yeah, so we might have to do a bit more work on this. Let's see. Jeez, guys. So me, I've not touched these eyebrows since I did them. And Nyambura here is so stressed because she's like, how are you having
this girl
brows?
Comes in with like growth here. How? Like, where are we doing business?
On the flip side, you guys have been asking, Ati, does hair grow? Yes, it grows. It doesn't affect anything.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So my brows were literally bushy. I've had to clean them up, but I don't know. Hey, Nyambura.
Yes.
So the cleanup goes on as usual.
Yes, the cleanup goes on. Your
Yeah.
hair grows as usual. So all you have to do is take out what is outside of the shape that we do.
Okay.
And since she did not want to touch them, she just came in and we cleaned up, but she healed really well.
Look at
If
that.
you have a look, she healed really well.
Close up. We're taking off my foundation. Ha! Ta-da! You thought I had IP or something. It's nothing.
It healed well.
Oh yes, especially that one. Look at that. Zero makeup.
I'm gonna touch them up, the fronts a little bit here, more on this side.
So I could have loved to finish this video at a better place when it was daylight, but after I came from Marira's, I went straight to a meeting and I just got home and it's a bit late, but I want to show you how my brows look after the touch-up. There you go. That's gonna be my brows literally for the next 3 years or so. I'm so happy. And Kai thinks it's very funny. Yeah, so when I started this video, I mentioned micro shading, microblading, ombre brows, powder brows, and everything. And I wanted to differentiate for you the kind of brow treatments or procedures that are done. So there's the most common one that's begun, and that is the microblading. Microblading is strokes of hair. Like, it looks like it's strokes of hair, and it's more suitable for people with like a lot of brows and like me, and it looks very, very natural. It's not advisable for people with oily hair, oily faces, because it kind of tends to fade because of the shininess. Yeah. Then there is micro shading, which is what I've done. And micro shading gives two kinds of variations. There is the powder brows, which I have, and there's something they call ombre. Ombre means that this first part, this area, is lighter than this. So mine are like a mini ombre. So yeah, you can say that, but these are powder. They have like, they look powdery, like someone has done the brows, and they look very, very natural. And there is combo brows. Yeah, the combo brows are a combination of microblading, which I spoke about earlier, and this micro shading. So you start with the strokes, hair like strokes in front, and then you end up with this. Yeah, and apparently from observation, and I think as technology gets better and better, hey, go take a bath. One is the most recommended, highly recommended, unless you want really like subtle brows. And even then, Marira is able to do this, but very subtle. So what I like about her work is she looks at your skin and she's like, you know what, this, she has like different colors, you know, and she knows what to mix to get what look. This is me. This is pretty dark because my hair is also dark and my complexion is dark. But for a lighter person, of course, you'd go lighter, and for a really dark person, she'd go darker so that everything can pop. But she also looks at different things like your skin undertone. Are you warm? Are you cool? Are you neutral? I think I'm a neutral. I don't remember what she told me the first time. I've totally forgotten, but she got the color perfectly so that when they heal, I look like literally I woke up like this. So the good thing is that even when the hairs grow, honestly, it's the most amazing look ever. I'm so proud of knowing this girl. She's now my friend. She has no choice but to be, because she has the coolest personality ever, and she's become someone who is so special to me. She didn't even know that, but she gave me confidence I never thought existed. For me to go and drop my son at school without posing to do my makeup, or go to the gym without doing my makeup, it's something I can never take for granted. Marira, thank you so much, Mama. I love you, and I'm going to show you how these are going to heal. They look amazing right now, they look amazing tomorrow, but then there's a process for them to actually look like this again. So there's a healing process, because it's more like a tattoo. Hi guys, so this is the second day after I did my micro shading touch-up. Pretty much the same or similar experience that I went through with my first session. Yeah, they're darker than I had gotten used to them being, but that's all right. So they're gonna get darker and darker, and maybe from the fourth day they will scab, but not as bad as they did the first time. The scabbing took place in 3 to 4 days and it was done, and then boom, I got my brows back. So I'm not expecting much from this, but they look pretty decent. So day 3. It's trying to get my edges laid. Eyebrows, super lit. I don't even need to do them. Literally, they look already done. And I was expecting some scabbing to take place, but it shouldn't be much, because she did just a bit of, you know, touching up. But you can, oh, actually there is a bit of scabbing, very kidogo. See you later. Day 4. I didn't expect anything to change. Focus. So I'm getting ready to go to the gym, and no matter what, I always have my face washed, toned and moisturized. And with this eyebrows healing, I cannot wash my face fully, so I have to rely on a lot of wipes and micellar water, my toner. I just do maybe a bit of scrubbing and a foam wash using wipes, so not dipping my face in the water because I don't want to touch my eyebrows with any water because it might affect the healing process. But I think there's not much healing happening here. It's pretty much healed, but oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see the scabbing is so minimal, so minimal, which I like. If my eyebrows can stay like this, I'll be the happiest girl ever. Sawa, we'll check again tomorrow. Laying my edges and my hair as usual, and this is day 5. You can see the scabbing, but it's not so much, it's not a lot of it. This side looks close to perfect, but you see there's scabbing, but it's not that bad at all. I'm hoping by end of this week, today is Tuesday, so by the end of the week I'll have my brows back. They're quite dark actually, but that's a good sign. At least we can count on them to look super duper good. But hey, I'm watching Game of Thrones. From the top, people have been hating and saying things about it, but okay, can someone just enjoy a show, whether pathetic or not, without any questions or being made fun of? I'm talking to you, Frankie. Hey, so it slipped my mind to record yesterday. I keep looking to my right because there's a little guy looking at me, staring at me. Say hi. Hi. Yeah, so this is day 8 of my brow healing after touch-up, and I can comfortably say that they are fully healed, and I've got to wash my face for the first time fully with soap and a bit of scrub yesterday, although I still didn't touch my eyebrows because I don't want to take that risk. Alright, I will record one more day, and we just concluded here. This is the best thing ever. So this brings us to the final bit of this vlog, all about micro shading. Now that we've established that of what I've done, and the micro shading I've done is the brow, powder brow. And yeah, but it has reduced my makeup time by literally half of the time because I spend a lot of my time on eyebrows. Quick just thoughts on this process. First of all, it came at such a good time for a woman like me, a woman who is very conscious about her appearance, at the same time a woman who doesn't have any brows, and also a woman who is very busy with family and other things. And the last thing I want to do is spend so much time on making eyebrows. But for me also, it's about my self-esteem. It's a gift to myself. It's also about skincare, because with less makeup you're able to take better care of your skin from within. So now I have reasons not to wear makeup and still look fabulous. I can slap on my gloss and wear my sunscreen and my moisturizer, and I'm good to go. So that works for me. Was it worth it? Totally. This is something that is a good investment for another 3 years or so. It's actually amazing. And I would understand when another person says I can spare X amount of money, because it ranges from 25,000 to 35,000 depending on whether you're doing the microblading, shading, combo brows, or whichever you're doing. So this is like, if you save for it, I think it's something very good, especially for makeup lovers and non-makeup lovers, because let's be very honest, brows organize anyone's face. They make you look like a million bucks. So Marira is one of the most affordable people, and I'll tell you why. Because if you go abroad, or if you look at the other prices abroad, they charge 3 to 5 times more than what she charges here in Kenya. You'll find that a good treatment goes for about $800, and I could be corrected for those who are living abroad, but this is from the research I did. So I think with 25 to 35,000 for the entire process, I think it's totally worth it. Plus it's also good for people who maybe have hair loss problems, like alopecia, that one, you know, the one that you don't have hair. Maybe for cancer survivors, this is something to boost their self-esteem with. And but ideally it's a good cosmetic that has come to place. I'm happy to have experienced it and to teach you and show you what it's on about. So as far as I'm concerned, I think yeah, it's a very, very great initiative. If you go to Marira Beauty's page, there's a link in her bio. This link has every kind of information you'd like to find out, from the price, the location, what to expect, and all that. So she is very, very thorough when she comes to like giving you information. And as a I mean, seriously, there's so many things you might take for granted that might actually affect how your brows heal. And these are things like I remember she was saying, do not be on antibiotics, do not be pregnant, try not to take caffeine in the last you know, in the same morning you're doing the eyebrow treatment. It's a sacrifice because you do it for a few hours and you can take your caffeine later. Scientifically, I don't know how that she explains to you, or how that affects that, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm an expert and tell you I know what's going on. And then on top of that, there is the whole aspect of, someone asked me, I have very sensitive skin, can I do it? And I thought sensitive skin is more dermatological. It's what happens when you apply things. From her professional view, she deals with all kinds of skin, so she's the best person to actually sit you down when you have you'll always have an appointment with her, and then she will walk you through everything, all your fears. She's the expert. She knows every single thing. So please take advantage and talk to Marira, because she is wealthy in information about microblading, microshading, and whatever. And I also encourage people to do their own research so that you can be able to know what to expect when you get there. But ideally, she gives you all the information that you require. To close this off, I am really, really happy because I have gotten this opportunity. It's something, you know, when you think of something and it just presents itself, the universe works to bring it to you. I think this is one of those things. It may not be a big deal to another person, but for me, it's a wonderful gift that I have given to myself and to Marira. I know it's just cosmetic. I know there's a lot to be said about tattooing and all that, but the way my lifestyle is set, man, this is something so amazing for myself, and it's going to save me a lot of time. I encourage you, if you can, just go give it a try. You know, just give it a try and see what happens. Thank you so much for staying with me through this vlog. Has been so long. I think I've vlogged for 3.5 months. You can be able to guide me on the content you want to see. Meanwhile, AlphaBeta out.